All right, time now in our program to welcome Angie Hill from Bounce Radio to get caught up on everything music. And we have a very, we'll call it unique variety of items today.
Yeah, we do. But first, I need to tell you, I was at the Woodstock swap meet yesterday and walking around, you know, looking at all these, let's call them antique-y things.
Antiques, I like that,
and,
okay.
I look into the snack bar, and there's two folks standing there looking at me, and they wave, and they go, "Are you Angie?" And I said, "Yeah." And they're like, "Do you know Will?"
Oh, my.
So anyway, we need to say hi to Michelle and Dwayne today, because huge day for them yesterday. They sold their house. And had to buy a new one in Aberfoyle almost the same day, but now they're getting good to go. They have 19 days to move, so they're good to go.
All right, well then you can use our support. So Michelle and Dwayne, thank you, and also good luck on the move.
There you go. Okay, let's talk about Diddy.
Okay.
Let's talk about him, because it's happening.
Yeah, and there's been so much over the last few months, too, where it feels like recently it's been a little bit quiet, like not too much chatter, so let's get updated.
All right, so they're picking the jury right now. The trial's expected to last 8 to 10 weeks, but here's the whole thing. He is facing charges of trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, transportation for prostitution. If he is convicted, he will never get out of jail. He will be in jail for the rest of his life. A lot of the people saying that all of these sex things were consensual, that he was not doing anything like they're saying, like the whole trafficking, their little freak-offs that they were having and all this stuff that was going on. They're saying it was completely all consensual, that he's not guilty of any of this stuff.
Well, we'll just have to wait to see as that long trial goes to see what actually unfolds.
I just feel like, Will, it's going to be another one of these blame the victim things. I really do feel that way. Anyway, it's going to be interesting to see how it comes out for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We also have something from Variety magazine that they've put out.
Oh my gosh, did you hear what happened to Lady Gaga over the weekend?
I actually did not, so this is perfect.
So she was to perform a live concert in Rio de Janeiro. Some agents had found out rumblings behind the scenes that there was going to be some activity. What they ended up finding out is that they had people they had recruited as their monsters. You know, Lady Gaga has her monsters.
Oh, yes,
her fans. They were showing up there as part of a whole plan to bomb the joint and throw Molotov cocktails and just basically cause a lot of trouble. So it was all intervened on, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga went ahead with the free concert. There was 2.5 or 2.1 million people in attendance. But could you imagine if somebody had not have intervened on that? It would have just been catastrophic.
Yeah, the catastrophe in that. Did Lady Gaga at all, from what you're aware of, comment on that, or did she stay out of that?
Afterward, her people and her had no idea that any of this was going on. They went ahead with the show, and she just basically come out and said that there was nobody or nothing that was going to keep them down.
Wow.
So,
well, obviously, great news that it didn't escalate to a point that could have been really bad.
No kidding. No
okay, speaking of probably things that have been really bad in his past life.
Yes.
Ozzy Osbourne.
I'm retiring, Sharon! I'm retiring. Apparently he is for sure this time. Black Sabbath is playing a reunion show on July the 5th, and then he says he's done. He said he wants to live out the rest of his life with his family and not, quote, die in a hotel room somewhere, which I'm going to tell you, he probably has 3 or 4 different times already.
Is that his quote?
Yeah, I don't want to die in a hotel room somewhere. So anyway, after this, Ozzy will be done.
Okay, this time.
This time.
We are going to end this particular program with a chance for viewers to win some money.
Okay, yes. Bounce to the Bank continues. Just listen to Bounce Radio from 6:10 until 6:10. And we've got secret keywords for you. You go and make sure you log them in at bounce995.ca. And then, wait and see, you might be a $1,000 a day winner, or the grand prize, $25,000.
That would be amazing. Maybe
Yay.
thinking about that summer trip or fall trip. This is your chance to win.
Thank you.